Looking for a fast-charging, ultra-responsive stylus for your iPad? Meet the 2X Fast Charge Active Stylus Pen, designed for 2018 to 2025 Apple iPads. Take your creativity and productivity to the next level. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Coalition of the Willing reaches military planning stage as defense chiefs go to Kyiv. Plans to create a European stabilization force for Ukraine have reached the military planning stage, the Ministry of Defense has confirmed. It follows disclosures that Britain's Chief of the Defense Staff Admiral Sir Tony Radakin went to Kyiv earlier today for top-level discussions with his French and Ukrainian counterparts on precisely how a multinational force of 30,000 troops would be used on the ground. The defense chiefs addressed the structure, size and composition required for the stabilization force will contain troops from 30 nations, the Modi said, with meetings focused on how to build on Ukraine's current capabilities to put the country in the strongest possible position for the future. They were deliberately timed to precede crunch talks by defense ministers in Brussels on Thursday, which will be Defense Secretary John Healey and his French counterpart Sébastien Lecornu. Those talks will build on the military planning that has taken place over the last few weeks, with nations looking at contributing their own capabilities to support any future force. Mr. Healey will also chair the Ukraine Defense Contact Group with his German counterpart, Boris Pistorius, on Friday. The UK signed a Trinity House agreement with Germany in October, aimed at boosting cooperation over defense issues, such as missile defense. Around 50 nations will gather to drive forward additional military support for Ukraine in the face of ongoing Russian attacks. The UK convened and chaired the UDCG for the first time in February, with 46 nations in attendance, raising extra £1.5 billion. We use your sign-up to provide content in ways you've consented to and to improve our understanding of you. This may include adverts from us and third parties based on our understanding. You can unsubscribe at any time. Read our privacy policy. PM Sir Keir Starmer has issued a 4-point plan to support Ukraine by ramping up delivery of weapons and equipment, boosting Ukraine's defensive capabilities in the long term, working with allies to develop robust security assurances, and keeping up pressure on Putin. Our coalition of nations, working at pace and willing to stand with Ukraine for the long term, is a stark contrast to Russia, who stand alone with only North Korea for a friend, said Mr. Healey. As Putin prevaricates over a ceasefire, we will continue to ramp up our military planning, exploring the air, sea, and land forces that could support a lasting peace in Ukraine. However, we will not jeopardize the peace by forgetting about the war. That's why in the week ahead, we will also convene the Ukraine Defense Contact Group to supply Ukraine with the military equipment they need to put them in the strongest possible position as they fight back brutal continuing Russian attacks. Chief of the Defense Staff Admiral Sir Tony Radakin said, "The UK is ironclad in our support for Ukraine, which is why we're stepping up for a just and lasting peace." Our meetings looked at how we can build on the formidable capabilities of the Ukrainian army and put them in the strongest possible position to deter Russian aggression. I am encouraged by the strength of unity we've seen between our European and international allies. The MOD has sent around 400 different capabilities to Ukraine, with a new £150 million package including drones, tanks, and air defense systems announced on 12 February 2025. A £225 million package including drones, boats, and munitions announced on 19 December 2024, and 650 lightweight multi-role missiles announced on 6 September 2024.